Hi everyone! Welcome to your very first piano lesson on freebeginnerpianolessons.com. My name's Miss Jessie and I'm going to be teaching you a lot about the piano in the next 8 weeks or so. Our first lesson today is about finger numbers. So these are the two worksheets that you'll need today. You can find them both on the blog post up above the video. You can download them and print them. You'll need the worksheet that has just 2 blank hands on it. And then the second worksheet has flashcards with different number patterns on it. So go ahead and grab those worksheets, grab a pencil or a pen or some crayons, and then join me for the rest of the lesson. So the first worksheet that we're going to use is this one with the 2 blank hands on it. You can kind of match your hands up to those hands. Let's wiggle our thumbs together. We're going to learn the number for each of these fingers and we're going to start with our thumbs. Our thumbs are finger number 1. So on your worksheet, I want you to draw a number 1 right above both of those thumbs, okay? Now let's wiggle our pointer finger. Pointer finger is finger number 2. So let's put number 2s up above those pointer fingers. Good. You can always pause this video if you need more time. If I'm going too fast, you can pause it, write your numbers, and then come back. All right, middle finger, tall man. Middle fingers are number 3. So let's write number 3 above those middle fingers. Good. And ring finger, he's kind of hard to wiggle by himself. He always wants to take pinky with him, but give it a try and wiggle ring finger by himself. Ring finger is number 4. So go ahead and put number 4 above those ring fingers. We have one finger left now. It's pinky finger. Can you wiggle your pinky finger? What number do you think pinky finger is? If you said number 5, you are correct. Our little pinky fingers over here are finger number 5. All right, good work. Let's pull out your other worksheet, and on the next slide, we're going to do some activities with that. Okay, so here is my worksheet number 1. All those finger numbers are written up there. I'm going to use this while I work on worksheet number 2. When we're first learning our finger numbers, it's good to have a guide in front of us to kind of remind us which fingers have which number. So let's pull out worksheet number 2. Okay, I'm going to set this up so you can see the numbers on the top row, and then you can see your fingers. That'll keep us focused up here and also give us some help with those finger numbers. All right, the first pattern that we're going to play is number 1. Number 1 uses finger number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Here's how that looks. So I'm going to do it with my right hand first. To play this pattern, we're going to tap finger number 1, tap finger number 2, tap finger number 3, and then tap finger number 4. All right, let's try this together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now you try it by yourself a couple times. Okay, let's try it together one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've practiced it with our right hand, and if you need more practice at any time, feel free to pause the video and practice some more. Let's try it with our left hand now. we're going to do the same thing. So this time we're going to tap again with our thumb, and then finger number 2, and then 3, and then we'll tap with finger number 4. Let's try it together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you try it a couple times by yourself. Okay, let's try it together one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's move on to the second pattern. This time we're going to start with finger number 4, and then move to 3, 2, and then 1. All right, so let's get our hand lined up. This pattern, remember, starts with number 4, and then we'll tap with 3, and then 2, and finally we'll tap with finger 1. Let's try it together. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you try it a couple times. Okay, let's try it together one more time. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Okay, let's get our left hand up there. We'll do it with our left hand. Again, we're going to start with 4, then tap with 3, then tap with 2, and then tap with 1. All right, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Your turn. Okay, let's do it together one more time. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, our last pattern for today. We're going to be using finger number 1, our thumb, right? And finger number 5, which is our pinky. So we're going back and forth between those two fingers, and the middle ones get a bit of a rest right now. So we'll play 1 and then 5, 1, 5. All right, let's see what it looks like. I'm going to try and squish my hand on here. Remember, the middle 3 just stay resting during this pattern. This pattern plays with finger 1 and then 5, back to 1, back to 5. Okay, let's try it together. Here we go. 1, 5, 1, 5. Okay, your turn. All right, let's do it together one last time. Here we go. 1, 5, 1, 5. Okay, switch hands. Let's give our left hand some practice. Remember, we're going to be playing with our thumb, number 1, and then little finger, number 5, number 1, and number 5. Let's try it together. Here we go. 1, 5, 1, 5. Okay, your turn. All right, let's try it one more time together. Here we go. 1, 5, 1, 5. Good job! I hope those were getting easier as we practice them. These patterns will help your fingers to get coordinated And then when we put them on the piano to play in our next lesson, it'll be much easier to move them now that we've practiced moving our fingers by themselves for a little bit. So this week, before you do lesson 2, I want you to work on some other patterns. Okay, we have more down here. There's 3 rows of patterns that you can practice. And then there's some other fun ways to practice that we'll talk about in just a second. Good work today with your very first lesson. I hope you enjoyed learning about all those finger numbers and practicing them. It's really important that you practice every day in between the time that you do these video lessons. So even tomorrow, if you don't do a video lesson, still be practicing your finger numbers. There's a lot of different ways you can practice. First of all, worksheet number 2 that we just used has plenty of extra patterns. We just did the top 3. There's a lot more underneath there. You can pick 3 of those patterns and practice them every day. You can also play finger number bingo. That's an extra worksheet and a video down at the bottom of the piano lesson number 1 blog post. So you can scroll down there, download the worksheet and print it, and then you can either watch the video and play the game with me, or you can print the worksheet and play it with a brother, a sister, a mom, or a dad, or a friend of yours, someone else who can play that game with you. That's a good way to practice too and to memorize those finger numbers. And if you really want to challenge yourself, you can take worksheet number 2 and cut out all those squares of patterns. Then you could mix them up and do them like flashcards, or you can put them next to each other and play some longer patterns with your fingers. All of these are great ways to practice. So every day, pick one way to practice, and then you'll know your finger numbers really well by the time you watch lesson number 2. I'll see you later.